We never learned tactics. It's very much a are you don't play, you're not playing K. All right, chat, let's get into it. We're gonna have a whole bunch of spammies because one of the famous warship players is in this game. But it's time for gearing, chat, and it's a CV game, so never good. So there's two pretty good divs here. Some pretty good players on their team as well. But this is gonna be kind of nasty. Ugh. So breaking down the team, it's CV versus CV. So they have Audacious, they have Midway. Obviously, you gotta give Midway the advantage just because it's a better CV. Battleships, 5 battleships each side. Monty, Thunderer, GK, Yamato versus Montana, Thunderer, GK, Yamato. It's a mirror. And then you have Des Moines, Puerto Rico, Henry versus Des Moines. Zal, Venezia, Stalingrad, Moscow. So I will definitely give their team the advantage when it comes to cruisers, because triple Des Moines, Venezia, Moscow's pretty nasty. Also, 1 destroyer game, 4 radars, tier 10 CV, with also a Venezia that just melts. This is a tough game. Anytime you're going to touch a cap, you're going to have planes on you. Anytime you get spotted, you're going to get murdered. Anytime, anything, so... Luckily, their team has a Haragumo, which handles this even worse. Because pretty much you have to shoot it. The Haragumo's eats battleship pens. The gearing can at least still be a stealthy torque boat. So, things we're looking for right now: caps being capped, alleys being crossed by battleships. This is going to be a... This is basically like the worst scenario almost. Tons of radar, planes, and 1 destroyer. And you're gonna hope that people don't do what your Des Moines doing, although I don't know if he is gonna get the angle. Let's see. He's pushing that. Very, very aggressive. A little bit too aggressive, and there's the Haragumo, so. The Haragumo is gonna have a tough time, for sure. And Kamoi's just playing this perfectly, man. He's getting spots on stuff, and he's waiting, and that sucks. It's just like, you're trying to figure out where the radars aren't. And there's seriously 1 radar in each cap right now. Now he's just out of the range. He'll be able to get around if needed, but... yeah, he'll be able to cap this. So he did a pretty good job. And the CV's lucky, nice. So the CV's going for the other DM. So he's taking the advantage to get some cap pressure, which is always really, really good. So he's going in between the CV strikes, as well as he's saying either get to Des Moines or come get me. And he's looking for as you see, he's playing defensive too, which is good. He's playing this perfect right now. This is one of those games though that it sucks to be a DE player because you can't do anything. You can cap, you can try to spot, you can do all that kind of stuff, but you really can't do much. I mean, look where the Haragumo is, though. Still, again, he can do more than the Haragumo can. The Haragumo is up on the sea line, up by the Thunder and GK. So he's applying pressure.
Smoke screen set.
He could even go and get C-cap if he really, really wants to. Now, you kind of run into a bit of kind of a greed versus just like team play dilemma when it comes to games like this. It's like, okay, do we really put a lot of pressure on this enemy team? And do we really put a lot of pressure and go to C-cap, get a 3rd cap, and just start racking up the points? Or do you start helping the other side of the map? Which would be like, I would probably go help A-cap. I'd probably just go dump Torps in here. But this is kind of the dilemma. Also, I would just say dark. I would say dark all the time. I would have gone around the south side. I would have been so passive in this game. I never want people to, in the game like this, I never want people to know where I am. But he got a nice torped, so that's good.
All stations requesting allied aircraft fire support.
Yeah, I mean, this is fine. Him going to CCAP is fine. A different thing he could have done here is go maybe smoke up the Des Moines over on ACAP to get him out there. But this is fine. You maybe say, hey, we'll trade 1 ship for 3 caps. That's fine. I wouldn't stop, though. I wouldn't stop here. You're basically committed to that.
Engine boost activated.
So this is the play now. He's going here, and he kind of has to just go. Yeah, he must. Oh, this must be the replay. Oh, he's pushing. This guy has to get melted. Has to. I was gonna say, it's because I'm shooting at him. No one's shooting at him. Torp's gonna be good too. That's a fairly easy kill. JFK's first blood, not surprised. At least he won't be spamming the rest of the game though.
The ship is on fire.
Well, actually, I don't even know what he hit.
Solved, sir.
This guy needs to be dead already though. But we saw this in a replay earlier, and we're starting to see where you have such an advantage. You have all the caps. You seriously just have to kind of hold, right? Let them come to you.
Smoke
Waste of
generator
smoke.
started.
Not really worth it. Just go get the cap.
All stations requesting fire on the designated target.
But this is where tons of teams will lose games because people get too comfortable. You have the lead, right? You're fine. We can't lose this game. We have 2 caps. We're up 300 points. We're fine.
All stations
Monty is pushing in. Thunder pushing through B cap. Yamato is now in the middle of A cap. GK is bowing against on A cap. Everybody gets so comfortable that they start to now drop ships. This happens all the time. This is happening. This is the second replay tonight. This has happened. That people get comfortable and they start throwing their ships away because they have all the caps. You can't lose the game, right? Right? That only makes sense. So his teams are going to try. Remember, chat, you always have to win harder. You can't just win. You just have to win harder. Not worth shooting. Good. He's got to be a little careful with planes here. You always have to win harder. You can't just win the game. You got to win harder. And there's the Hiraguma. I'd be pinging the map for our CV. I don't see a lot of people really communicate too much with CV. With their CVs, I'd be pinging all day. I mean, CV just launched planes, or he has planes over there. Focus on the Venezia, but still. Stalingrad there as well.
engine boost deactivated.
I'd pump out some damage here. Stalingrad might not have angles.
Reporting the position of a strategic.
Actually, no, he's playing this right.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
Oh, does he get it? Does he? I think he messes himself up. Ah.
Torpedoes direct front. The ship is on fire.
I wonder if he just stays dark there. If he just doesn't shoot.
Solved, sir.
So, one thing. Okay, so something that could have happened there. I think he missed out on a dev strike. Him shooting. So this is something I talk about every once in a while on stream. Is messing with people's minds in a way. And what I mean by that is he could have continued to fire there, but what you want to do is coerce people into where your torps are. And what I mean by that is what he should have done. He should have. I think he was trying to knock out his propulsion by shooting in the backside. Shoot in front of him. Shoot in front of him. So, what you do by that, if you're shooting in front of the ship, you're actually getting them to back up, because, LOL, this guy's missing my salvos. I'm just going to keep backing up because he keeps aiming too far forward. It's kind of like a 200 IQ thing, because he wanted him to back up into his torps. So if he would have shot probably in front of that ship, the Haragumo probably would have kept backing up. Backed up and probably tried to go dark. So maybe missed out on a dev strike there. Like this guy's pinging him to go into radar. Sure. He wants him to spot the DM though. Oh, he might get that too. He might have that range. Legendary mod, not today. He gonna learn today.
Enemy cruiser destroyed.
Yeah, so as you see, man, you see like all their battleships slowly starting to get too aggressive. Their Monty died, the Thunderer died, the Yamato died, the other GK died. People have to win harder. They can't just win. They can't just win. This is a waste of smoke. That's two kind of wastes of smoke. I mean, what are you gonna do? I mean, he's not gonna stay detected for too long. What are you gonna beat a Haragumo at max range? Not really worth. You're gonna want to save those types of smokes for going against like bigger battleships. Bigger battleships, you get a torp, get the repair, then you pop smoke. So he's now out of smoke. So I think the last two he's gotten about 3 seconds of usable time out of the two last smokes. So a couple mistakes there. A couple mistakes there. Like, you know, he has a Thunderer and he has a Venezia, he has Yamato. Those are great ships if they can keep spotted, which they have a CV. Then you smoke up. Get a flood, force the repair, get the other ones. Force the repair, work on other stuff. But getting the cap back here is really important. Fairly healthy over here, though. It's a bummer. And there you go. That's what we were looking for. We're looking for the Moskva. We needed to know where the Moskva was. And wow, okay, that Haragumo went way north. Because radio location switched to something that... No, 11.5. So that's pretty nutty. That guy went crazy north. He might actually get the Yamato right here. Yep, see there's a Haragumo, wrecked face there. GK is going to be next.
Engine boost deactivated.
Oh, man. If the CV can work that Venezia, him going south. So this is where like the early cap pressure is really paying off. They're down on ships, but look where the rest of their team is. So he can go one of two places. He can go south, or he can go north and keep spots on this guy. I always love the dead guy that just died because he was too aggressive. All right, guys, everyone back off now. Get defensive. Now's the time to get defensive, guys. He's out of smokes. And good torps. At least the flood's gonna stick. I'd open up here, even with the Venezia. Gotta get the kill. Gotta get the kill and gotta go towards the Thunder. Gotta get to the other side right now. Oh, could've? Meh. I don't think you worry about it. I think you honestly need to... Stalingrad is going to do its thing. I think he just needs to keep... if he had one more, I would have kept it alive for myself. I would have kept myself alive. Cheekdom, bingo. Aragumo's still really healthy. So the Haragumo is going to go there. Venezia is there. And the crappy part is, man, he's got that CV to worry about. He's got to help with this Thunderer. He has to help with this Thunderer because this Stalingrad is 100%. I mean, this Stalingrad's about 90% dead right now, but it's 100% dead if that guy makes it around the corner.
Our victory is in sight.
And Venezia's no joke, man. He's got to head way around. He might be able to hit the Thunder with the salvo. If he can take out the Venezia, though, that'd be really good. Sitting real pretty, but I think the Venezia's gonna be okay. See, this is the perfect, as I was just talking about, this is the perfect example for a smoke. If he had a smoke right here,
Attention.
farms, kills the Venezia, and helps farm the Thunderer. So this is where the failed smokes could have really helped. And man, he's lucky that the Haragumo is not going towards the cap. Ram's really good if he can get it. Or he's not going to get it. When there's a chance to get a ram, but people just don't want a ram. Yeah, right here's the replay. So again, Venezia just healed up. He could have killed the Venezia if he had smoke. So the trade-off there would have been this. If he would have kind of stayed there and worked the Thunderer, would have been he might have been able to kill Thunder. Don't shoot. Okay, good. Yeah, he is in full ninja hide mode right now. 100%. People cannot know where he is until he basically needs to be spotted. Obviously, they're gonna know when he starts capping, but it's basically live and pray to God that this Moskva doesn't just like, beat the ever-living shit out of him. And there's the Moskva trying to beat the ever-living shit out of him. And this is when you just start to go, okay, well, this is a bad day. I'm radared. They have a CV. The Audacious dies. Well, again, only a minute. Run! Run, says the dead guy. Just run away. If you live, then we'll win, says the dead guy. It's always that easy, chat. Oh, this is the worst feeling in the world, man. We've all been there. He's just throwing out torps, man. 25. Very lucky he missed that. Smoke, dude. Everyone dead. If you'll just listen to me. 100 life.
Problem solved, sir.
So I want to see what happens here. So it did tick. It did tick. That's awesome. So I've never seen that happen before. I've never seen that happen before. Someone who died got Solo Warrior. That's awesome. You don't like this doesn't make sense, but it worked. Robbed. What did he get robbed of? He won. Got him. Yeah, we'll take that, dude. Easy peasy. The Moskva got robbed. Nah, he's a red guy. Who cares? But no, that's crazy. That was a crazy game. Close game. He played it really well. Yeah, but no, that's the second one tonight. That teams get so comfortable. You see it all the time. Teams get comfortable and they just have to win more. They have to win more. They can't just win normally. It can't just be like, hey, that was a good win. It has to be more of a win. Like, oh, we won by a little bit. No, we have to win by 6 little bits. And they single file in and die and die and die and die and die, and then they're all dead. And they're going, just live at the end. Just live. But GG's been very good. I wanted to see how this worked out because this doesn't make sense, right? Like, a person that got killed got solo warrior, so I wanted to watch that. So that's why I always like doing these too. They're a lot of fun to watch.